Canada's border guards painted a dire picture today, warning hundreds of job cuts to their ranks will bring more drugs, more guns, and more crime to this country. The government says there will be no risk to national security, and the wait won't get longer at the border. But it's clear these layoffs are not just about backroom jobs. Lori Graham is our lead reporter on the public service cuts and their impact on you. Lori.
Union leaders described a doomsday scenario, Peter, saying cuts to the front lines, the inspectors, the intelligence officers will weaken Canada's borders. More than 40,000 people, from tourists to truckers, cross the Windsor-Detroit border daily, keeping security agents on their toes and on the lookout for illegal activity. But now, a number of border guards here and around the country could be cut. 325 positions in all.
When you lose those tools and those resources, it's fair game at the border.
The union says another 1,000 jobs could also be eliminated as part of CBSA's $143 million budget cut, including intelligence officers, putting national security at risk.
They develop the intelligence that is used to stop significant importations of contraband.
The view of this government is unequivocal. Threats to the United States are threats to Canada.
It seems to contradict Prime Minister Stephen Harper's longtime message that secure borders are a top priority. But today, the government said the cuts won't be that severe, won't weaken national security, but will reduce duplication and waste.
We had to make sure that the things that we were putting money towards were actually working. So some of the intelligence is working, some of it is not as efficient as it could be.
Intelligence gathering on child pornography, for example, where Ontario Provincial Police and the RCMP have dedicated units. Border services may be asked to step aside. Passengers on cruise ships who normally go through security checks at every port in Canada will now be checked only once upon entry. Even sniffer dogs used to track the scent of drugs, weapons, and contraband produce are in jeopardy of losing their jobs. 19 teams out of 70 across the country will be cut, raising concerns in Newfoundland.
Removal of that service is certainly going to have some negative impacts on safety and on bringing goods into the airport and into the port unchecked.
It's been a difficult week for federal civil servants, Peter, and it's not over yet. Tomorrow, the government is expected to announce it's closing 19 of 24 regional immigration offices across the country, centralizing the work in Montreal and here in Ottawa.
All right, Lori, thanks very much. Lori Graham in Ottawa.